Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving right into the architecture of personal freedom numbers.
We're going to take a total sledgehammer to that exhausting hustle culture expectation. You know the one, the idea that you absolutely have to be making millions online to be considered successful. Seriously, that whole false expectation of instant millions, it's exactly what keeps so many aspiring entrepreneurs completely paralyzed from even starting. If you've ever felt frozen by the sheer crazy scale of the goals you see plastered all over social media, well, you're in exactly the right place. Think about it for a second. When the bar for success is set at 7 or 8 figures, simply sitting down at your desk to make your first $100 feels kind of insignificant, right? We have got to wipe that slate clean. So let's forget the millions for a second. I want you to ask yourself right now, what is your freedom number? Now, to really understand why this is so important, we've got to unpack what we're calling the myth of millions. One of the biggest reasons people never take that first crucial step is simply because they're aiming at a goal that feels way too far away. When you're constantly bombarded with stories of millionaires, your brain naturally visualizes this towering, totally insurmountable mountain. And honestly, that massive climb, it doesn't motivate you. It freezes you right at base camp. I mean, why sprint when the marathon looks like it literally never ends? The truth is, most people, if we're being really honest with ourselves, don't actually need millions of dollars. What they're truly craving is that incredible feeling of financial freedom. It's fascinating when you look at the psychology here. Aiming for millions is basically like trying to carry a giant boulder on your back. It breeds total overwhelm, leads straight into procrastination, and creates a finish line that feels completely impossible. It is pretty much the perfect recipe for inaction. But when you shift your aim toward a grounded, realistic freedom goal, it's like strapping yourself to a rocket. The entire emotional landscape completely changes. You unlock genuine motivation, you take immediate action, and suddenly you're working toward a highly attainable goal. Aiming too high right out of the gate actually guarantees failure through inaction. But setting a grounded, realistic goal, that's what sparks true, lasting motivation. So the absolute crucial point here is letting go of that whole millionaire myth, once and for all, and replacing it with your personal freedom number. But what exactly is that? Well, your freedom number is the specific monthly income that would truly change your day-to-day life by replacing your current job, paying all of your baseline bills, and eliminating your day-to-day financial stress. That's the whole shebang. It's not yacht money, guys. It is sleep soundly at night money. This specific number acts as the ultimate cure for overwhelm because it pulls your focus right out of the clouds and plants it firmly on the ground floor of your actual life. Let's make this super tangible. Let's say your number is $5,000. Just take a second right now to mentally calculate your own number while we talk about this. If $5,000 a month is what it takes for you to comfortably quit your job, pay your rent or your mortgage, cover your groceries, and just, breathe easier, then this tangible number becomes your singular, hyper-focused mission. You aren't building $1 million empire today. You're building a $5,000 a month freedom machine. Having a concrete figure like this changes absolutely everything. It takes this vague daydream and turns it into a simple mathematical equation that you can actually solve. Okay, so once you have that number, it acts as a filter for literally everything you do. You've got to tune out all that online noise and distraction and narrow it down to a single focal point. First off, stop comparing yourself to the millionaires online. They're playing a totally different game in a completely different season of their lives. Second, discover your genuine freedom income. You have to be brutally honest with yourself about what you actually need. Third, keep your absolute unwavering focus on this number. And here's where it gets highly practical. You must choose aligned business opportunities. Every single offer you promote, every piece of content you create, and every marketing decision you make has to be strictly filtered through the lens of moving you one step closer to this specific monthly income. If an opportunity doesn't fit through that funnel and help you hit your freedom number, it's just a distraction. Skip it. Finally, use those small, achievable victories along the way to build some unstoppable momentum. And all of this philosophy builds into a rock-solid, super simple 3-step action plan. Step 1, identify the number. Literally sit down and do the math today. Step 2, choose aligned offers that realistically map out a path to that number. Step 3, hit the target before chasing bigger dreams. This right here is where so many people trip up. They get a tiny taste of success and immediately try to scale to the moon before their foundation is even remotely secure. Listen, your job is to build a business capable of consistently producing your freedom number month in and month out before you ever worry about scaling. You've got to secure the baseline first. Think about it like this. When you try to make $1 million while you're still worrying about how to pay next month's rent, you are operating from pure desperation. You're basically balancing on a fraying tightrope over a massive void. And honestly, people can smell desperation, and it usually leads to terrible business decisions. But once you reach your freedom number, man, your foundation becomes a solid brick wall. You're now growing from a place of confidence. Your bills are paid, your stress is gone. You can absolutely set new, much larger goals and gaze at the stars, but now you're doing it from a powerful position of total security. You're basically playing with house money, creatively speaking. I'm going to leave you with this final, incredibly powerful thought from the source material. Success doesn't begin with chasing millions. It begins with chasing freedom. If you take absolutely nothing else away from this explainer today, please let it be this. Take 10 minutes today to sit down and calculate your exact freedom number. Because once you have that clear, achievable target locked in your sights, it's going to absolutely fuel the daily, consistent actions you need to finally build the life you have been working toward. So I'll leave you with this question. What is the actual number that sets you free? Find it and go get it.